Hey guys, it's me, Wace, and Johnny Ty from the c.u.m.a Survival School here in Chicago. Today I have a special treat for you guys. I have a very, very old and good friend that goes way back to my teenage days. His name is c.u.m.a Mike. A lot of you guys might know him as Agatehead Mike from the TV show on the Weather Channel. It's called Prospectors. And Mike is a real mountain man. He's our wilderness survival instructor. And Mike has made a big name for himself in the mining world and the rock world. When I say rock world, I don't mean the rock and roll world. I mean like the stone rock.
Rocks and minerals.
Rocks and minerals, yeah.
Crystals and jewelry stones and gemstones.
Yeah, so he's a real true blue mountain man, and he runs some of our courses out in Colorado. How high is the mountain out there?
Mount Antero is 14,000 and some feet.
14,000 something feet, and he's now in the desert in Arizona. So if you want a guide or a guy to take you out to the desert and do some desert survival,
that's me.
That's him.
I can take you from above the tree line to the deserts where the snakes and scorpions live.
There you go. So anyway, Mike, so how you been, bro?
I've been awesome.
All right, so how was your drive out here, man?
It was long.
Yeah?
Weather's kind of screwy right now, but what are you going to do?
Prospectors, man. Tell me about that. What was it? I mean, I saw the episode. You're out there digging. How'd it go?
It went awesome. It went awesome. I couldn't stop finding pockets for the people. I was driving the camera crews crazy.
You told me you got some of your stuff that you dug up.
I brought a few items with me today. You can see the reason why they call me Agatehead Mike, and they think I've got stones in my head. So
you definitely a stoner. All right. So let's check out some of these rocks that my man brought out, and let him talk about it and tell you what he does. All right?
This is a skull that was made from a piece of petrified black oak that I found in Stinking Water, Oregon.
Stinking Water, Oregon.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Stinking Water.
So how old is this petrified oak?
This is probably, 40 to 50 million years old.
Sweet. Can you spin that a little bit for us to take a look at? So you stunk that out. You dug it out of Stinking Water, Oregon?
Yes.
Is it stinking or stanking?
Stinking.
Stinking.
The reason they call it stinking water is because there's algae in the creek, and when the creek goes dry in the summer, it smells like dead fish.
All right, let's keep the jokes there. So anyway, so who carved this for you?
This was carved by a gentleman in Colorado Springs by the name of Brian House.
Cool. Cool, and he, I'm sure if people look him up, they can find him off of his website or...
Facebooks or through me.
Brian...
House, House.
Cool. All right, man. So this is cool. What does a skull like this go for?
This particular skull would go for somewhere between $350 and $500.
Very, very cool. All right, so that's the first thing. Let's check out something else you brought.
Okay, these next stones I'm going to show you, these are the reasons that they call me Agatehead Mike.
Cool.
This is, if I don't know if the camera picks it up right, but if you can look at this, you can see the iridescence in this band going around this rock. And where I hunt for these actually lay on top of the ground. I don't dig for these. This is a pristine one that came out of a pocket. You can see how sharp the quartz crystal points are from the inside of the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And as we roll the stone, you can see the piles of fire agate that have come into this stone. But this stone is this is going to be a specimen stone. This stone is slated to be probably sit about like this for somebody in their showcase, whereas this stone is waiting for the right artist and jeweler to get a hold of this and cut this into an incredible piece of jewelry worth thousands of dollars.
Wow. So what does that stone in your right hand, the one that's getting ready to, that's just waiting to be carved. What does something like that go for in the state it's in now?
This one here, this would be $500 to $1,000 in its raw state. So this is, once again, these are called fire agates, and it's too long to get into the scientific stuff about them right now, but just suffice to say that these fetch prices the same as some of the best opals in the world.
So what does a big one like that go for again?
This particular stone retail about $750.
Wow.
For a specimen. This stone here was found in Wyoming. This is not just a stone. This is an Indian scraper, or this was a knife that they used for skinning. And if you look at this edge is absolutely razor sharp. It shreds paper. And I actually, as an experiment, took this stone and skinned a small rabbit once with it. And it works just as good as any steel knife that you would carry in a sheath. And so this would be, this is something very special, because this was made by a special man long time ago. We don't know who. But, you know, it's just one of these things that you come across on some of the mines and some of the private areas where I dig in Colorado.
Okay. So what else you got in the left hand there? Something
Then one other thing I'm going to show you guys here, and we'll leave you with that one, is I've got a friend named Francisco Sotomayor. And he does this unbelievable reverse carving. This was one of his first pieces. He does scorpions and tarantulas and frogs and all kinds of unbelievable things in these crystals. And if you look him up online, just Google American Woman statue and you will see the most incredible marble carving you've ever seen in your life. But this just speaks a little bit of his skills right here.
It's a skull that he's reversed carved. So the skull is like floating in there, because he went in there with what kind of a tool?
He uses a Fordham tool, and the Fordham tool is very much like what the dentist uses when he's grinding your teeth. So he uses these little tiny diamond burrs, and he goes in, and it's one thing to carve, it's another thing to be able to reverse carve, because it's a very extremely complex human thought to be able to carve things from the inside out.
So what is this material, this crystal again?
This is quartz. This is a quartz crystal, and this is from Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Very cool. So what does something like this go for?
This particular piece is about $300.
Wow. So there's a lot of value to a lot of these things that you're digging up, man.
The value comes because there's a lot of inherent dangers that go with what we do. So when you're digging around these mines and dig spots, you have to exercise a lot of safety, because even though we're not doing this necessarily for a large mining company, your life it's you know, kind of like practicing our survival skills, because you know, I practice it on a daily basis, because where I go and what I do puts me in those situations.
Cool. So hey Mike, dude, I really appreciate you coming by and showing some of the stuff that you dug up. I hope some of you guys out there appreciated it too. I mean, I know I normally talk about knives and fighting and combatives and all kinds of other stuff and survival. But, you know, when you're out there practicing your survival skills out in the mountains or out in the desert, you run into some really cool stuff. And one day when you're out there, you might run into Mike, you know, or someone like him that's just digging out some really, really neat stuff, right?
Absolutely.
So anyway, my name is Wason Johnny Ty. I'm from the c.u.m.a Survival School. If you like what you saw, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also check out the website, www.c.u.m.a survivalschool.com, and I'll post that right here. And Mike, if someone wants to get a hold of you, you're on Facebook, right?
Look up Agatehead Mike. That's Agate head, one word, Mike. I'm the only one in the world.
The only Agatehead Mike in the world, and I guarantee you he's more than 1 in a million.
Friend me, and you can follow the adventures of Agatehead Mike.
All right, guys. So very cool. As always, stay safe, stay sharp, stay alive.